Okay, so today we're going to be working on modeling and solving problems with quadratic functions. So the problem that I have for us here is two numbers have a difference of 6 and their product is a minimum. So what the question is asking for you is to determine the two numbers. Okay, so we're going to let x equal one number, we're going to let y equal another number, okay, because they're both unknowns. So we're going to make our first equation here, which is going to be the difference of our two numbers that we determined are x and y is going to equal, we look up here, 6. Okay, so now I want to get this all into the same variable. I want to make everything in relation to x. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to solve for y and move that x over. So this is going to turn into y is equal to x minus 6. Okay, so now that we have this, that y is equal to x minus 6, we can put that up here. So whenever we would normally put a y into our equation, we can just put x minus 6. Okay. So now what we need to do is we need to make an equation for our product. Okay. So we're going to call this one, we're just going to call it p because we can use any letter there. And the p is going to be the product of our two numbers. So our two numbers, we know are x and y. So we're going to do x times, and since we already determined y is equal to x minus 6, we're going to do x times x minus 6. Okay, so now from here, we're already in our factored form because we're going to need to look for our vertex. That's going to tell us what our minimum value is. Okay, so we can set this to 0 for each one of these terms here and here. So if we said 0 for our p and x, this one's already done. X is equal to 0. And if we do the same thing, 0 is equal to x minus 6. We move that 6 over, and 6 is equal to x. So we know that we have x-intercepts at x equals 0 and x equals 6. Okay? So now from here, we're going to use our formula to find our axis of symmetry, which is going to be our x2 plus our x1 divided by 2. And so what we figured out here is that we have, for our x2 and our x1, we're going to be using 6 and 0. And divide that by 2. And that's going to give us 3. X equals 3. Okay, so this is going to be our axis of symmetry, which also means it's going to be the x point of our vertex in our p comma q. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to just plug that 3 into our product equation. So p is equal to 3 times 3 minus 6. So our product is going to be equal to 3 times negative 3, which is going to give us negative 9. So we know that our minimum value that we can get is going to be negative 9. Now that we know that, we're going to have to plug in our x equals 3, which again is the x coordinate of our vertex. Just going to fix that 3 there right now. So we take our x equals 3, and we need to figure out what our other number y is. So we're going to plug it into this formula right here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and move this equation down. Okay, so now that we've moved that down, we're going to substitute in x equals 3. So y is equal to x minus 6, and we're going to substitute in our 3. And that's going to give us a total of negative 3. So we know that our two numbers that have a difference of 6 are going to be negative 3 and positive 3, which is going to give us a minimum value of negative 9 when they're multiplied. Thanks for watching, and I hope this helps.